Messieurs, Grand Prix of Figure Skating, Grand Prix de France.
Mesdames, Messieurs.
Welcome to the Angers Ice Park. Angers, city in western France, some 300 kilometers southwest of Paris. And this weekend, it is the home to some of the world's best figure skaters competing on the Grand Prix series. We've just enjoyed an exciting women's free skate where the first medals of the competition have been decided. And we look forward now to seeing the ice dance, free dance. The Italians, Charline Guinard and Marco Fabri, leading after the rhythm dance yesterday with a narrower margin than they would like. As we look now to see the judges, officials and technical panels who will be casting their eyes on the proceedings here in Angers.
Juge numéro 1. Judge number 1, Miss Gisabelle Dabuy, France. Juge numéro 2. Judge number 2, Miss Marta Olazaga, Spain. Juge numéro 3. Judge number 3, Miss Yulia Levshunova, Georgia. Juge numéro 4. Judge number 4, Miss Marketa Oklova, Czech Republic. Judge number 5, Miss Valeria Rosa, Italy. Judge number 6, Miss Virpi Kunas Elminen, Finland. Judge number 7, Mr. Ron Conacher, Canada. Judge number 8, Mr. Yuri Buskov, Kazakhstan. Judge number 9, Mr. John Villiers, United States of America. The technical panel. The ISU technical controller is Miss Ingrid Charlotte Walter. The ISU technical specialists are Miss Julia Ray and Mr. Fabrizio Pedalrientini.
So some fun to see audience reactions, and now a chance to see the skaters getting ready to take to the ice. Two groups, and 5 dance teams in each, with Molly Lanahan and Dmitry Razgalayev mentally preparing before they will be the first team to compete. All of the ice dancers will have had practice earlier today. An opportunity to showcase their elements in front of the technical panels. Teams vying for level 4. 9 or 10 elements in the free dance. One has to suspect that it will be the 1-foot turns element and the step sequence, which are the most difficult to achieve the higher levels on. Technical panels so strict on calling the difficult turns cleanly. The reigning champions from the International de France, Gabriela Papadakis and Guillaume Cizeron, not competing this season. finally won that Olympic gold medal in Beijing following the disappointment of the 2018 Pyeongchang Olympics. Taking some rest this season. An opportunity to enjoy some new teams, the likes of Molly Lenahan and Dmitry Razgalayev. A real mix of experience and expectations in this group of skaters, with some pretty close scores between at least 7th and 9th place following the rhythm dance. Mistakes made by the Finnish team. You see them surprised to be in this group. Not the same huge expectations for Molly and Dmitry. They new to the Grand Prix series, just hoping to relish all of the opportunities presented to them in competing with the world's best. Come from such a strong skating nation where ice dancers in Canada are abundantly successful. They want to climb into those ranks to be considered for selection to the ISU Senior Championships for Canada. Molly achieving that permanent residency in Canada in January of this year. And they said they were hesitant about the free dance in case people didn't understand it, but they and the coaches love it. Marie Dupaillage and Thomas Nabé. First of the teams who come from Villard-de-Lans. Amazing costumes for their free dance. To hear the reaction to them from the crowd. Their goal this year to make the World Championship team also. I thoroughly enjoyed their rhythm dance yesterday as well. Julia Tarkila and Matthias Versluis, the Finnish team, just stunning skaters, so elegant across the ice. Sad to see the mistake made from Julia within the Twizzles yesterday in the rhythm dance. It was her birthday the day before. Wasn't rewarded, unlike Luna Hendricks, the Belgian champion of the women's event. Wasn't the celebrations that she was hoping for, but excited to see their free dance. They'll be using music by Schubert, which I'm sure will suit them perfectly given their stunningly classical style. Yeah, the Twizzles that plagued her yesterday looking more comfortable today for sure. Another team that will be disappointed with what took place in the rhythm dance. Had no level on their rotational lift. Just a base level call. Just losing a huge number of points on that element. We'll be eager to avoid developing a... Unfortunately, they do make mistakes in competition. They had that frustrating disappointment in the World Junior Championships where they were tipped for success and finished just off the podium due to mistakes made there. No doubt, though, quality. Masses of potential for Katarina Wolf-Kosten and Jeffrey Chen. And the top place team after the rhythm dance in this group, Maria Kazakova and Georgi Revia, had a training relocation. They're training in Italy. He said that Georgi's arm was broken and the cast was removed just a couple of weeks ago, so not coming in with optimal preparations, but they were very happy with the rhythm dance for the Georgian team, who were second at Junior Worlds in 2020.
Maria and Georgie trained with Matteo Zani and Barbara Rechnikova. In 2022, they finished 15th at the World Championships and 19th in the Olympic Games. Representing Georgia, Anya Kazakova and Georgie Revia.
I have to say, last weekend's ice dance competition was so special. So many brilliant performances and a joy to see different stylistic approaches. More free reign for music choice for the ice dancers in the free dance. And great to see the different approaches that the teams and their coaches and their choreographers make. Closing moments and seconds for the Canadians, who will start.
Skaters, your warm-up has ended. Would you please leave the ice? Thank you.
So it's a relatively clean skate for Molly and Dimitri in the rhythm dance. They'll be hoping for some better levels and some higher program component scores. But for sure, character-driven free dance from Molly and Dimitri, and entertaining before the music begins. Great music, McMax. Brilliant storytelling and stylization through the twizzles. Perfectly pitched the music. So many nuances within the music. Well, I thought that was just brilliant. The composition of the free dance, superb. And Molly explained to me that they were hesitant about the free dance in case people didn't understand it. And perhaps it might not be everybody's cup of tea, but for me, their musical appreciation, amazing. And the judges' criteria this year is for a connection between and within the elements, and choreography reflecting the musical phrase and form. Presentation component desires musical sensitivity and timing, and to me, their components, I sincerely hope they will be hugely rewarded. They don't have the skating skills that we will see from others, not as much speed, flow, glide, so that component score not as strong, but the amount of work that's gone into this, and the transition between the synchronized twizzles, they're allowed between 2 and 4 steps between, and I thought their creativity within it was brilliant. And Molly, just such a delightful performer, and her expression, just incredible. The straight line lift there, he in the 1 foot, she in the split. So the first 2 components, composition and presentation, to my mind, I think they should be hugely rewarded. They suffered from lower levels in the steps, and I think that indeed could well be the case here.
Go to the other side.
But so memorable. And whatever the score here, I think they've really done themselves a huge credit in their performance on the Grand Prix. Haven't competed in a Grand Prix before.
I'm proud of you. Yeah, very proud.
And Dimitri's father, Juris,
Really stretch it to the end.
very proud. They should all be so proud of that performance.
Probably.
They had 101 at Nebelhorn Trophy,
Come on.
but just 92 here. Well, they're disappointed. I think I'm a little disappointed as well. But
Let's start digging the grave.
I think it was wonderful. Congratulations, Molly Lanahan and Dmitry Razgalayev.
That was a good skate.
Yeah.
That's what's important. So you did a good, nice and cute.
They did their job. Well done.
Sur la glace, représentant la France.
On the ice, representing France. Please give a warm welcome to Marie Dupaillage and Thomas.
The first of 3 French ice dance teams competing on the Grand Prix de France. Marie Dupaillage and Thomas Nadeau. Great contemporary movement leading into the first element, the stationary lift. Possibly the fastest speed of rotation in the twizzles of all the teams. The choreographic lift, the final element for Marie Dupaillage and Thomas Navet from France. Some really contemporary, stylized free dance choreography. And they delivered it really well. A little fatigue towards the end of the program. I'm sure they'll be very proud of themselves, and rightly so. First Grand Prix assignment for this team also, like the Canadians who went before them. And hoping to follow on from the successes they've had already this year. They've competed internationally 3 times and medaled in each of their assignments. There appears such warmth and compassion from coach Karine Aribert to all of her students. She's so many dance teams competing on the senior and junior Grand Prix. This was really quirky at the beginning of the program. So perfectly pitched with the music, each arm movement and head movement perfectly in time. Changes difficult entry and changes in rotational position through the stationary lift were brilliant. So to me, definitely better skating skills than the Canadian team who competed before. And this I highlight the choreographic sliding movement. 3 choreographic elements for the ice dancers this year. And we've seen some great creativity as we look at their final choreographic element, the lift. They come to Angers with a personal best scored this season at the André Nepola Memorial of 102.71.
Marie Dupaillage obtenu un total de 97,45.
They satisfied with 97.45, and they extend their lead over Lanahan and Razgulayev from Canada. We'll watch now to see their training mates who will be competing shortly. Now the next team, we can potentially expect to see a sizable leap in the skating skill. They were 12th at the World Championships in Montpellier. How will they cope with the disappointment of mistakes made in the rhythm dance? beautiful skaters skating to beautiful music by Schubert. Immediately you can see increased flow and glide across the ice for the Finnish team. Just about through the twizzles. Much better than yesterday for sure. They truly are the personification of elegance in the ice dance competition. Finland's Julia Tarkkila and Matthias Versluis. Their free dance choreography is about two souls that find each other together in an imaginary romantic dimension. Difficult to say if real or a dream. And that, the description of it by their coach, former world champion Maurizio Margalio, And what a perfect vehicle for a team that is, as I say, just elegance personified. No surprise to know that Julia is a dancer and student of ballet in Helsinki. I'm sure they all will be relieved to have delivered a clean skate. What I think will be problematic for the team is just seeing the inputs of the levels from the technical panel. The 1 foot turns, which opened the program just a level 1 for Julia. Both of them achieving only a level 3 in the twizzles. Stationary lift only a level 3, and that, as you see them just struggling slightly through the twizzles, not something that is common with this caliber of team. It's almost a given that a senior team of this pedigree would have level 4 in all of the lifts and a level 4 dance spin, but it's only level 3 here. So what to the untrained eye may look wondrous, and it is stunningly beautiful, won't perhaps get the score that they were looking for as we see their choreographic lift to close the program. But I just adore the way that they move across the ice and the passionate commitment to the storytelling that they've created for this year's free dance. It's a personal best of 113 last season. They posted 111.95.
Like that you have to go very slow with the music.
Yeah.
The music looks so slow today.
Yeah, I've had that.
You have
Well, I
the
was trying.
impression it's
I
a
think
bit
the
smaller.
rink is small. It's small.
Just thinking that the rink may be smaller than what they
The
train on.
atmosphere you create is amazing.
Le score,
The score is
Maurizio saying what they created is amazing.
Julia et Mathias ont obtenu un total de 110 points, 63 pour le point.
So 108.63 for the Finnish team. Easily the highest components that we've seen so far.
in the free dance, 108.63. Their total competition score is 172.
They will be eager to move up from the disappointing result they had in the rhythm dance as they look ahead to the rest of the competition. 2 more teams to compete in this warm-up group. And the next couple also hoping for some semblance of redemption following problems that they had with the rotational lift in their rhythm dance.
Presenting the United States of America. Please welcome
18-year-old Katarina Wolfkosten and 20-year-old Jeffrey Chen. And they're using the brilliant music from Florence and the Machine.
And I came to walking on the train tracks. How did I get here and how do I get back? I've been up all night, let's stay awake. Push it further, you know I'll never break. At some point in the party I thought my heart was failing. You said, "Are you okay?" You seem to be still standing. Flashes appeared at the corner of my eyes. I saw the stars and I didn't ask why. Heard the voices and caught my breath. So close and yet so far from death. So close and yet so far from death. So close and yet so far from death. Happiness hit her like a train on a track. Come
Relieved to get through the rotational lift today. Bit towards the end of the free dance. Katarina having to work really hard on the choreo slide at the end to avoid a fall. Katarina Wolf-Kosten and Jeffrey Chen. And I just love the music that they've chosen, and you could sense that the team have picked it, particularly aware that Katarina really felt the music. Just fatiguing at the end, starting to get a little bit tight, not covering the ice with the same speed, which is completely understandable and to be expected. But it just leaves the judges with the choice at the end of the program, what skating skills component score to input. When the ice coverage diminishes, that a big factor for the judges in how they determine the team's skating skills. Jeffrey is the brother to Karen Chen, very successful American women's figure skater. Twice, I think she's been 4th at World Championships, and they appear to go on incredibly well. Fun online with them on their social media. Great characters.
Push it further, you know I'll never break. At some point in the party, I thought my heart was failing.
Conscious of good use of hold within the free dance for the team, playing with the difficulties of hold, moving throughout as we see slow-mos of the twizzles. Coming in at level 4 for both Katarina and Jeffrey, and that, the curve lift as she stepped up onto his leg, was so perfectly phrased to the music, pushing the judges to give a good grade of execution. And here, rotation lift, the couples must choose different features from the features they chose in the rhythm dance. And they didn't manage any features in the rhythm dance, so they'll be relieved with what was achieved here as Charlie White, their coach at the Michigan Ice Dance Academy, looks on. I think this, the choreo slide coming up. A little loss in balance, just a little bit too far back for Katarina. And unfortunately, that element has a negative grade of execution. And all of the 3 choreographic elements for the teams have a fixed base value of 1.1, no level assigned to those. It's all down to grade of execution, where they can really bolster the scores on those elements. And they'll be eager to push close to the score that they had at the Budapest Trophy. They had 108 at that competition. It seems like none of the teams so far achieving personal bests, and I fear that they'll be a little disappointed with that. 100.71. Second place on the free dance. Not totally surprising, given that they were up against the seasoned, experienced Finns that lead at this stage.
164.89. They're currently in 2nd place.
The final team to compete in this group.
Sur la glace, présentant la Georgie.
Georgians, both born in Russia. 21-year-old Maria Kazakova and 23-year-old Georgi Revia. They've struggled with injury, but delighted with their rhythm dance and hoping for the same success in their free dance. Connecting and touching in between the first and second twizzle, which is a requirement. Georgia's Maria Kazakova and Georgi Revia laying down another really solid and strong skate following their rhythm dance success yesterday. And knowing that they've struggled with a back injury for some time, and Jorge with his broken arm, I think that makes sense of the emotion that you see following that clean skate as Matteo Zani, their coach, new this season, looks on. And they said after the rhythm dance that their new training environment in Italy is all they ever wanted. Some incredibly strong teams being taught by Matteo Zani and Barbara Retsnikova. So incredible skating on the Junior Grand Prix from their Czech training mates, Raskova and Mrazek, and so much skating skill being produced there. Incredible speed from the team. So we get a look at the straight line lift. Jorge and the spread eagle, 2 features there for the entry, and sustaining that for 3 seconds as they transition into the rotational lift. And here the synchronized twizzles in the free dance. Different requirements for the twizzles between the free dance and the rhythm dance. The couple must connect. Must have more steps in between the first and the second. Sense that their performance really was released after the twizzles were done, and the passionate commitment to the presentation. This, the choreo slide to round out their 9 elements. Some of the teams have 10 elements. If they choose to separate the lifts, you can choose to do 3 short lifts, and 1 short lift, and a combination lift. And it seems to be the common theme.
The scores, please.
Maria Yorki obtenu un total de 104.21 pour le
104.21 for Kazakova and Revia from Georgia. Second on the free dance, but their lead after the rhythm dance is enough to maintain first position at this stage, and you can sense the appreciation, love and respect they have for their new coach. So just over half a point separates the top 2 teams as we look to the final group getting ready to come onto the ice in the Grand Prix de France. Piper Gillis and Paul Poirier from Canada were just incredible last week. Madison Chalk and Evan Bates, winners in Skate America. But will it be Italy that wins gold on the 3rd stage of the Grand Prix here?
Representing Canada, please welcome Laurence Fournier-Baudry and Nicolas Sorensen. Representing Italy, please welcome Charles Guillaume and Marco Fabbri. Skaters, you have a 5-minute warm-up.
That was a brilliant rhythm dance competition. And you can see there will be a battle for the bronze between the 2 French teams, and a closer fight for gold than might have been expected coming into the competition, with Laurence Fournier-Baudry and Nicolas Sorensen in close contention with the times. But the first team to compete, Eva Pate and Logan Bai. And I loved their free dance choreography when I saw it at the Lake Placid Ice Dance International earlier in the summer. And I'm sure the crowd will be appreciative. And within that audience will be Eva's mum, who's made it here to support her daughter and future son-in-law. The second team competing, Lucia Demogio and Theo Lemercier. The second team from the Villard de Lans stable. And they said that they felt so much better in the rhythm dance here than they did at Skate America 2 weeks before. They're used to the Grand Prix now, having had that first assignment this season, so less nervous coming in to the Grand Prix de France. Their goal was to be in the top 5, so they'll be satisfied if they can maintain their 4th place position after the rhythm dance. And in 3rd place after the rhythm dance, Eugenia Lopareva and Jeffrey Brissot. They were a little amused to find themselves with the score that they did in 3rd place, given the slight mistakes that they suffered in the rhythm dance. They said following the competition yesterday that they're now motivated and excited to perform their free dance. To the music by Edith Piaf. Last year they were just off the podium at the International de France. Definitely wanted to come away with a medal here. Those audience members getting comfortable with the camera's attention on them as we look at Laurence Fournier-Baudry and Nikolai Sørensen. They were the winners at the Finlandia Trophy. Carried that success here. Their character rhythm sequence in the rhythm dance was beyond sharp and committed. Incredibly impressive from the team, and judge number 2 yesterday giving them the maximum +5 grade of execution for that element. And I think I'd agree with that. But you can sense complete difference in the energy for the rhythm dance. And the final team that will compete, the favourites leading into the competition, Charlene Guinard and Marco Fabry. They've been competing now 13 years together. Such brilliant lift. The stationary lift, so impressive. They were understandably disappointed with the score that they had. The panel of judges here not viewing it as favourably as when they competed on the Challenger Series and the Lombardia Trophy. And I strongly suspect that the title here is probably almost less important to them than the scoring. They'll be desperately keen to see how they compare with the scores of the winners at the last 2 Grand Prix assignments. They haven't had a World Championship medal yet. 4th place in Montpellier, France this year. I think they'll be wanting not just a medal, but they'll be vying for consideration for the gold. prepare for some really fun and entertaining choreography from Eva Pate and Logan Bai. They will open the program with their dance spin. Difficult entry into the dance spin. Originality within the difficult features in the lifts. Close through the twizzles. The second one just turning into a bit of a spin for Eva. You can't help but love a program to that music, finished with a choreo character step sequence that was so perfectly phased to the music with the appropriate stylization that the Riverdance theme requires of them. And I think it's just so interesting to see the different approaches from the coaches and the choreographers This American team cheered on by Eva's mom. Worked with Igor Spielband and Pasquale Carmelengo, who are renowned for the great work on the technical element score and the choreography. And I thought throughout the program, there were nuances that were so befitting of the style that they chose. And most ice dance fans will remember Shailin Bourne and Victor Kratz, who performed this in the 1998 Olympics. But more difficult now to find that stylization within the new criteria that the sport requires, and I thought that they did that brilliantly, managing to secure good levels on their 9 elements, while also showing an awareness of what was necessary to get the composition component up as well. The entry into that dance spin, really, really difficult. Choosing to do some features more challenging than what would be necessary to get the highest of levels. As we see their choreo character slide. And I thought that the music choice seemed perfect for the team. But who's to say that that's the character they have as humans, or whether or not they've just worked incredibly hard to find the right expression for the music that was necessary. I don't think quite as deep in their knees, not the same level of pressure into the ice on the strokes as the Finnish team. Not the finesse that Turkila and Verstuis have. So it'll be interesting to see how the judging panel perceive them as you see the end of that character step. Utter dynamism with joyful faces to end the free dance. Their coach Igor Spielband has really created so many successful champions in ice dance. Putting that into this next team. And he's saying it was fun, as did the team. They said they had so much fun and felt great energy in the rhythm dance. And as with so many of the teams, not elated with the scores. 104.57. So they are just under the point, maintain their lead.
Thank you.
Representing France, please welcome Loïcia Demongeot and Théo Lemissier.
So the battle for the bronze medal starts here between Loïcia Demongeot and Théo Lemercier. They were 9th at this competition last year, so showcasing huge improvements. Like their training mates, great rotational speed through the twizzles.
lance divino, tanto volar me convino, que de vista me bendice, y con todo en este trance, en el vuelo que le faltó, mas el amor fue tan alto, que le di a la casa alcance, por una extraña manera, mi vuelo pasa del vuelo, porque esperanza de cielo, tanto alcanza cuanto espera, esperé sola este lance, y en esperar no fui falto, pues fui tan alto, pues fui tan alto, que le di a la casa alcance, por una extraña manera, mi vuelo pasé de un vuelo, porque esperanza de cielo, tanto alcanza cuanto espera, esperé sola este lance, y en esperar no fui falto, pues fui tan alto, que le di a la casa alcance.
Really, such a special moment for the team to compete on the Grand Prix. That in itself, amazing. And then to do it in front of a home crowd. Louisia Demougeot and Theo Lemercier from France. And this is a team who are quite seasoned on the junior circuit. They competed at the World Junior Championships on 3 consecutive years. And they've built upon that foundation now to make an impressive statement on the Grand Prix this year. They were 4th in Skate America. And it looks like they'll be able to enjoy at least that kind of result and ranking here in Angers. And I'm really conscious that you can see that this is a team who have trained together for some seasons, and also with the same coaching staff. You can see just the way in which they extend their free legs, the angles of their strokes, really synonymous with one another, and that I'm sure thanks to the coaching staff that greet them as they leave the ice. This year they've worked though with Benoit Richaud on the choreography. Benoit, famed for creating so many successful singles programs, and here working with ice dancers as he himself was. And looking at the scores input by the technical panel, level 4 for both the skaters on the Twizzles, level 4 for dance spin, all 3 callable lifts, and level 3 for Theo on the midline step and the 1-foot turns, a 2 for Louisia, and that will make for an impressive technical element score. Just fascinating to see the level of commitment in the presentation by the dancers. So intense. So they wanted a top 5 placement coming into this competition. And they have exceeded, I think, that with the performances they put down. And the first of all the teams to be truly delighted with the score. 4 points and 1/100th of a point higher than that from 2 weeks ago in Massachusetts. And they at least will come away with their 2nd, 4th place on the Grand Prix Series. Congratulations to Louisia Demougeot and Theo Lemercier, who are delighted.
Sur la glace, on va la France.
On the ice, representing France, please give a warm welcome to Yelena Lopez.
The final French team competing here. Eugenia Lopareva and Jeffrey Brissot, using music by Edith Piaf for their free dance.
Si vous donnez un conseil à une femme, que serait-il? Aimer. À une jeune fille? Aimer. À un enfant? Aimer.
La fille de joie est triste, au coin de la rue là-bas, son accordéoniste, il est parti soldat. Et tant pis si elle crève, son homme ne reviendra plus. Adieu tous les beaux rêves, sa vie elle est foutue. Pourtant ses jambes tristes l'emmènent au boui-boui, où il y a un autre artiste qui joue toute la nuit. Elle écoute la java, elle entend la java, elle a fermé les yeux, les doigts secs et nerveux. Ça lui rentre dans la peau par là-bas, par là-haut. Elle a envie de gueuler cette musique. Alors pour oublier, elle s'est mise à danser, à tourner au son de la musique.
One foot turn, such a reflection of their skating skill. So much ice coverage.
Laissez-le-moi encore un peu, mon amoureux. Un jour, 2 jours, 8 jours. Laissez-le-moi encore un peu à moi. Le temps de s'adorer, de se le dire. Le temps de se fabriquer des souvenirs. Mon Dieu, mon Dieu, mon Dieu. Même si j'ai tort, laissez-le-moi
Just brilliant storytelling, and you really sense that Eugenia staying in character right to the end. Difficult to show the joy when you're so immersed and invested in a character-driven piece like that. And that, unquestionably, the best skating skills that we have seen of all of the teams so far. saying that they are so happy to compete here in France
Pour la France,
to the Edith Piaf music, and
Brissot.
can't help but draw comparisons between Evgenia Lopareva and Marina Anasina, a former Olympic ice dance champion from France. The color of the hair similar, but also both skaters originally skating in Russia, and they seem to have combined the different schools of technique so well, and forming a brilliant partnership now with Geoffrey Brissot and with longtime coach Roxane Petitan, and also now working with the Ice Academy of Montreal, where they will return to at Christmas time leading up to the European Championships. And that their choreographic spinning movement to start the program. This difficult entry. Brave to do that, to try to fit all of the features into the 7 seconds required.
Adieu tous les beaux rêves, sa vie elle est foutue. Pourtant ses jambes tristes l'emmènent au boui-boui, où il y a un autre artiste.
He said that despite the little mistakes, they were pleased with the rhythm dance. And they were excited to perform in the free dance. As you see the 1 foot turns. And Roxane Petitan watching from the sidelines. They competed at European Championships, didn't do World Championships, which I suspect may be because William Guillaume didn't do Worlds 2021. But nevertheless, they now looking like the front-running French ice dance team this season. Potentially a medal here. They will compete again at the NHK Trophy in Sapporo, Japan in 2 weeks' time. How cool it would be if they could manage to achieve Grand Prix final participation. 113.98 for Lopareva and Brissot. Sigh of relief, keeping their compatriots at bay and securing a Grand Prix medal.
Sur la glace, représentant le Canada.
And now, the next competition within the competition takes place as the battle for gold is underway between Laurence Fournier-Baudry and Nikolai Sorensen. Very novel choreo slide move to finish the free dance. Laurence Fournier-Baudry and Nikolai Sorensen from Canada. And just as was with the rhythm dance, not looking the slightest out of breath as they finish. To assume that their run-through numbers are abundant to demonstrate such physical fitness at the end of what was a challenging free dance. And I think that they've used the same free dance for 2 seasons running before this, so great to see them exploring some new music choices. Originality, different kind of orchestration, elements of classical Erik Satie within it. What amazing athletes they are, demonstrating agility, strength and flexibility, and inspiring the youngsters watching. Oh, rough ice, showcasing the ice burn. I thought it was surprising that she committed to a choreo slide that would mess her hair, but it's going to wreak havoc with her back. They being the penultimate skaters in this group, the ice cut up a little bit. And they're renowned for their strength in the lifts. Some new choices in the features here in the 1 foot. Using a lunge as the difficult feature for Nikolai in the curve lift, that coming in at just a level 3. So that will be something that they will endeavor to change as they move towards their second Grand Prix assignment, as Patrice Lauzon looks on, former world medalist himself, and here the moment when Laurence was being cut up at the back. Laurence focused on gymnastics initially, but her parents, who are recreational skaters, urged her to become a skater. She's reaping the rewards of that decision, successfully representing Canada with her husband, sorry, her partner. Olympic Games, 9th place. World Championships, 9th place also. They had some mistakes, I think, due to injury at Worlds, but now eager to push towards the podium. And Nikolai, so you can feel the tension. Again, grateful to the crowds supporting them. Personal best this year came in the Challenger Series at Finlandia Trophy, where they had 121.93.
No, it's not there. It's just my face.
Just quite blown away by how calm they looked following that free dance. They train at the Ice Academy of Montreal, and we've seen so much success from that group. Madison Chalk and Evan Bates, potentially the front-running team from the School of Skating there, the winners at Skate America. And Nikolai hoping to push higher into the components, into the 9s.
Their scores, please.
A long wait to find out the scores. And it's 119.55, a couple of points short of their personal best. But it will be at least a silver for the Canadians.
Their total conscious score is 201.93.
They wait now to see if that could turn golden, dependent upon the performance of the Italians to come.
lines to skate representing Italy. Please welcome Charlotte Guignard and Marco Fabri.
13 years they've been together, Charline Guignard and Marco Fabri. Difficult straight line lift. Italy's Charline Guignard and Marco Fabri conclude their free dance competition at the Grand Prix de France. They possess such quality, both in the program component scores and in the grades of execution of all 9 of their elements in the free dance. They were disappointed after the rhythm dance with the scores that they received. They were hoping to stay up in the 87s, which they had at Lombardia Trophy, and it was 87, which Piper and Paul, the winners of Skate Canada, secured last week. Interesting to see now how their free dance scores compare. Charlene and Marco, as I say, 13 years together, and they've worked with Barbara Fusar-Poli so incredibly hard, and throughout the whole free dance I could hear Barbara clapping and cheering and applauding and motivating. The passionate drive that their coaching staff have for their success was evident, as always. A couple on and off the ice. Fun to see that little wink from Marco before the free dance started. Level 3 in the rhythm dance for the Twizzles. Still just a level 3 coming up for Marco this time. For Charlene, you can see actually losing the Group C feature, the third Twizzle. So a good call as Barbara tries to encourage a knee action through the bracket turn as part of the 1 foot. This is amazing. Such a difficult entry. Perfect with the music for the straight line lift. And as I said yesterday in the rhythm dance, this couple committed to this season before others might have of the main contenders. And interesting to just consider their choice of free dance vehicle. So hard to know what would be the best music and thematic idea for your first world medal and indeed potentially your first world title. Evita was the choice for the Canadians. Wait to see all these top teams in the world go head to head, probably at the Grand Prix final in their home nation of Italy in December. 124.43. Barbara is happy. Great teamwork to win the title for Charlene Guinard and Marco Fabry. And I think that is their first Grand Prix win. Well justified. Years of hard work. They're the results of the ice dance competition at the Grand Prix de France. Now we're halfway through the second day of competition in Angers. Shortly we will see some replays from the top 3 teams before the ice resurface and the final 2 competitions of the day. Great to see the commitment to the quality of ice surface from the skaters and the youngsters, filling any holes that may have taken place, less likely for holes in the ice dance competition than in the singles. Everybody committed to the best possible ice quality. So we take a look back at Evgenia Lopareva and Geoffrey Brissot. The French team performing to Edith Piaf, securing the bronze medal. First Grand Prix medal. Laurence Fournier-Baudry and Nikolai Sorensen. The Canadian team, brilliant in the rhythm dance and the same for the free dance. They add a silver medal to the 2 bronze medals that they achieved on the Grand Prix series last year. finally, the winners, Charlene Guinard and Marco Fabri. They were the favourites coming into the competition. Didn't disappoint. And they will compete next week in the UK as they go against Isla Fear and Lewis Gibson, the British ice dance team. That concludes the ice dance. Resurface time now. And up next, the men's free skate.